Today I fucked up by shaving wrong for my whole entire life. I've, 26M, never been a big fan of shaving because it's always been an uncomfortable process, but my job requires me to be clean shaven. I've tried just about every different brand of razors and I always cut myself and got razor rash on my neck. I kept blaming the razors I was buying, thinking they were just junk or that they weren't the brand for me. I always knew you could cut yourself shaving, so I thought the amount that I was normal. But it was painful and always ended in me holding toilet paper on my neck to make the bleeding stop. Well, last weekend I was looking at my stubble in the mirror, dreading the painful ritual that stood before me. Seeing those freshly healed wounds from the weekend break, contemplating whether I really wanted to keep this job or find another that would let my manhood flourish as nature always intended. I was really admiring the flow and direction of my weekend scruff when I noticed the hair on my neck doesn't go straight down. It changes direction on either side of my Adam's apple. So I tried something new, something I've always thought I was doing before, and I shaved with the grain. I followed the hair flow. Life-changing. I didn't cut myself. No razor rash, no burning after shave, for a whole week now. I've been the cause of my own pain and discomfort for the past 9 years of my life. Too long didn't read. I've been unknowingly shaving wrong for the past 9 years, causing myself pain and discomfort. Edit, woo. My first silver. Thank you, kind stranger. And thanks to all who gave advice. There seems to be an overwhelming pull towards the safety razor. Maybe that'll finally make this whole shaving deal a comfortable process. I've to shave for the army on work days. I shave with the grain first, then against the grain after, and I don't have any issues. It gets a close and smooth shave. Gotta hydrate that skin good first, too. No cuts or nothing. The army was the worst. I'd shave prior to 6 AM for PT in the morning, then get my ass reamed at 3 PM for not shaving. Motherfucker, I shaved when I started the day 10 hours ago. Wait, so you shave with the direction that the hair is going? Today I fucked up by shaving wrong for my whole life. Lamau, I never shave against the grain, it irritates my skin too much. Finally, today I fucked up that isn't about sex. Thank you, sir. This story was also posted months ago. The exact same one, word for word. When I gave up on shaving, I just used the beard trimmer without a guard. But now I just don't shave, period. I hate shaving and the beard is nice. It's my life goal to have a wizard beard when I'm old and grey. I shave with the clippers when I decide that I want less beard. Except when I want to rock a handlebar mustache, because sometimes you just have to. Haven't shaved my top lip in years. Last time was for a wedding, as I go completely bald for big family events so people don't recognize me in the photos when they look back at them. Read this as shaving the wrong hole. Oh, that was fun. Today I fucked up by having a friends with benefits in college. This didn't happen today but happened over the course of about 5 years, nearly 6 years ago. I have been to a therapist about this event and have come to terms with it and thought I would share. Okay, on to the story. In college I didn't want a relationship. In fact, I barely wanted to hook up. Ended up finding a guy named Eric and found out he wanted similar things, and over the course of the next 3 years we became friends with benefits. Booty calling each other pretty regularly. After we graduated we both moved back home and lost touch. Shortly before I finished school, however, my grandmother passed away, and my father decided he was going to attempt to reignite family ties with his brother and sister, of whom I had never met due to some fight they had almost 20 years ago. After a lot of planning, about a year after I got home, they decided to have a big family reunion barbecue. Everyone is meeting and greeting and having a general good time. However, my uncle came up and introduced me to my cousin Eric. Yep, that Eric. Both of us were pale and didn't say anything to each other outside of hey. Still haven't talked to him afterwards and never plan to. I mean, how the hell do you get over something that awkward? Too long didn't read. Had a guy I hooked up with regularly in college, and after having a family reunion realized he was in fact my cousin I had never met. Well, fuck. I'm sorry that happened, and brace yourself. There's about to be a lot of Sweet Home Alabama jokes. Do you think they would stop if I mention I don't like that song? Lol. You might get $10 if you submit this plot to Pornhub. My housemate dated and had sexual relations, that continued, after them finding out they were second or third cousins. Second cousins and beyond, that's at least not against the law. If you go back far enough, everyone's ultimately related. Now that you are reconnected, you can be CWV instead. Do you and Eric have the same last name? Today I fucked up by flashing my class over Zoom. Okay, so this happened in the beginning of Zoom times, spring semester. To preface, I'm in an material sciences class that consists of 80% boys, just me and one other girl. The teacher is also a guy, no surprise. We did our Zoom classes at 8, which is very early for me, so I was really never ready on time. Upon waking up at 7:57, I immediately freaked and ran over to my desk, looking like a goddamn hag, and tried to get into the Zoom. Still had my PJs on, so after I had clicked on the link, I decided to change. Also very important is that in every single one of the prior meetings, a window has popped up with a camera asking if I wanted to join with video/audio after I clicked the link. Every time. So being a gullible idiot who thought that Zoom wasn't a sadistic bitch out to get me, I trusted my prior meetings and took off my shirt quickly to change. I don't wear a bra when I sleep, and there I fucking was, tits out, in Zoom, with the rest of my class. I immediately ducked out of the frame and army crawled out of sight while in complete shock. I put a shirt on and contemplated what it would be like to throw myself out a window. Realized the class was mandatory, so I returned, camera off, and tried not to sink into the depths of shame. Too long didn't read, I was running late to Zoom and in my hurry, trusted Zoom and flashed my bare tits to my class. Edit, I really didn't think this would warrant too much attention in my inbox, but for Christ's sake please do not message me asking about my body, especially in a transparent, haha. Just out of curiosity way. Edit 2, I am 18 now, very unfortunately was 17 then. One of my co-workers' son walked in on her changing with his whole Zoom class to show them the family cat. Made an exciting day of 6th grade, I'm sure. My daughter literally did this to me last week. I was not happy. So how'd that go over with your class? Only one guy texted me saying did you just ? And when I replied with by accident yes. I'm assuming he told everyone because soon after 4 more of them texted me. You're probably good. I had a 7A class and the first 15 minutes was staring blankly at my screen wondering why I signed up for that early of a class. You could have been juggling unicorns with sparkles shooting out their asses and it wouldn't have registered. Honestly, I wouldn't sweat this. Minor embarrassment, obvious accident, the sooner you can laugh about it the sooner you'll feel better. Guarantee nobody in the class was offended. Just laugh it off. If you show it doesn't bother you, people forget quick enough. On the bright side, I doubt you flashed everybody given how Zoom shows webcams, and even then they probably were, hopefully, paying more attention to the instructor. In my classes I probably look at other people cams 15% of the time at most. Even at that I can usually only see 5 to 6 others at one term based on how Zoom sets it up. Highly doubly more that 3 to 4 people saw it happen.